Good morning to everyone. Myself, I am Surya Narayana, working as an assistant professor in PBR WITS Kavali. In manufacturing process subject, last class we discussed about the definition for gate and what are the elements in gating system and pouring time calculations and what is a riser and different types of risers we know and discussed in last class. Today in this class we will discuss about solidification of metals. I was already told you about what is solidification. That means the starting material is in the form of semi-fluid or liquid and it is heated, then it cools down. After cooling, the part will be casting pot and it is solidified. Next, solidification of metals. In this, we know about after molten metal is poured into a mold. We already know that the molten metal is poured into the mold cavity. A sequence of events takes place during solidification and cooling of the metal to ambient temperature. That means certain temperature, up to certain temperature, the molten metal cools down. That is ambient temperature. And next, these events greatly influence the size, shape, uniformity and chemical composition of the grains formed throughout the casting, which in turn influence the overall properties of the casting. That means the serial or series of events that greatly influencing the parameters, overall parameters, those are size, shape and uniformity and compositions. Next, factors affecting the solidification. Type of metal cast. Okay, which type of metal we are using in casting process that affecting the solidification. And next, thermal properties. That means temperature gradient and thermal resistance and other etc. Temperature properties or thermal properties, both the metal and the mold. Next, the geometric relationship between volume and surface area of the casting. Next, shape of the mold. These are the factors affecting the solidification. Next, what is a pure metal? In this slide, we will discuss about pure metal. A pure metal has a clearly defined melting or freezing point and a point it solidifies at a constant temperature. In next slide, I will show you about the figure of pure metals. A pure aluminium, for example, solidifies at 660 degrees Celsius, iron at 1537 degrees Celsius and tungsten at 3410 degrees Celsius. That is the solidifying temperature. After exceeding those temperatures, then the metal drops to its freezing point. Its temperature remains constant while the latent heat of fusion is given off. The solidification front, that means solid and liquid interface, moves through the molten metal from the mold walls in toward the center. Next, in this, the solidified metal called the casting, the final part is a casting part, is then removed from the mold and allowed to cool to ambient temperature. I was already told you about ambient temperature. Certain temperatures, up to those temperatures, the parts which are taken from the mold cavity cools down. That is ambient temperature. The metal shrinks while cooling and add generally also shrink when they solidify. This is an important condition or consideration because shrinkage can lead to micro cracking or internal crackings. Shrinkage, that means the material is deformed. Micro crackings and the associated porosity. Porous, that means layers. Porosity which can adversely affect the mechanical properties of the casting. The mechanical properties like strength and other properties of material, strength, toughness, roughness, etc. Next, cooling curve. In this curve I am showing that cooling and freezing temperatures. That means in first figure, time to temperature. In x-axis they taken time and y-axis temperature. In this, the dashed line, that means initial point to capital A, that is in the form of, that means we are taking the starting material as in the form of semi-liquid. So in this I am showing that the dashed line is in the form of liquid. After then the temperature A at point A, that is freezing, begins. From point A, after exceeding the temperatures, then at point A freezing begins. After A to B, I am showing with a arrowhead A to B, that is in the form of adding liquid and solid. That means at that point freezing begins. So liquid is begins to convert liquid to solid. Then from point B, the curve down falling. In this figure I am showing that the curve initially starting with dashed line, and at point A to B, that is a linear, and after B the curve is down falling. It is a cooling of solid. That means from point B to end point freezing ends. That means A at point A freezing begins, and at point B freezing ends. After freezing ends, the cooling of solid starting, that is completely in solid form. Next, in figure B I am showing that in x-axis time is similar to figure A, but in instead of temperature, in this I am taking density, changing density. In this curve I am showing that shrinkage occurs. If shrinkage occurs, micro crackings or internal crackings are occur inside of mold part, that means casting part, shrinkage of solid according to change in density. Next, solidification of alloys. Up to now we discussed about metals. Then from this slide I am showing that solidification of alloys begins with the temperature drops below the liquidus, that is denoted by TL, liquidus temperature, and is completes with the solidus, TS. TL is liquidus temperature, TS is solidify or solidus temperature. Next, within this temperature range, the alloy is in a mushy or paste state. That means at point A to B, that is a linear. That means at point A freezing point temperature or freezing begins. At point B freezing ends. From point A to B, that is the temperature, or that is in this linear transformation or linear conversion. In this, liquid starts convert, semi-liquid starts converting into solid, that is in the form of paste type, consisting of columnar dendrites. Dendrites is a three-dimensional one having arms. In this also about cooling curve, having the liquidus and solidus. Liquidus is about denoted by TL and solidus TS, and the temperatures. For copper, here I am showing that the liquidus and solidus by curvature L plus S. About the temperature, maximum 1455 degrees Celsius, 2651 degree Fahrenheit, and below temperature or minimum temperature 1083 degrees Celsius, 1900 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures versus profile. Solidification of alloys. In this dendrite, what is a dendrite? It is having three-dimensional arms and branches which eventually interlocked. The study of dendritic structures, although complex and important because such structures can contribute to detrimental factors such as compositional variations, segregation and microporosity within the cast part. The freezing range is T minus T. The width of the mushy zone, mushy or paste, where both liquid and solid is in the form of paste. Important factor during solidification, this zone is described in terms of temperature difference known as the freezing range. It is T minus Ts. That means TL, liquidus temperature minus solidus temperature. That is freezing range. Solidification of alloys, it can be seen in this figure. That means next figure. Pure metals have a freezing range that approaches from 0 to 0 and that solidification front moves as a plane without developing a mushy zone. That means without forming any paste or alloys. In this figure I am showing that schematic illustration of alloy solidification and temperature distribution in the solidifying metal. For that, in below one I am showing the dendrite. Dendrites having three-dimensional arms and it's have interlock. Mushy zone it's having solidus and liquidus temperatures having of pure metals. Solidification of short and long freezing range alloys. For alloys, a short freezing range generally involves a temperature difference of less than 50 degrees and long freezing range more than 110 degrees Celsius. That is the difference of solidification of short and long freezing range alloys. Ferrous castings generally have a narrow mushy zones, whereas aluminum and magnesium alloys having wide mushy zones. In this figure I am showing that solidification patterns for grey cast iron in a 180 mm square casting. In that after 11 minutes of cooling, dendrites reach each other but the casting is still mushy throughout. That means it is in the form of solidus and liquidus. It takes about 2 hours for the casting to solidify completely. That means 2 hours is must and should in order to convert liquidus into the complete solidus. Solidification of carbon steels. In figure B I am showing that solidification of carbon steels in sand and chill metal molds. The difference in solidification patterns as the carbon content increases. Thank you students. Thanks for watching.